How are you today? Good evening. How are you today?
Today I'm so.
Yeah, social. So what do you mean by social?
Uh, when I was a pupil, my teacher teach me that uh, social that mean it normal. It don't have anything special.
Okay. Okay. So everything is just the same, right? Everything is just the same. There is nothing special. There is nothing special happening to your life right now, right?
Yeah,
Is that what you mean?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um, so do you have anything news that you want to share with me today?
Today I tried to prepare
Mm-hmm.
um, the rest lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, mm, but I don't have enough time for practice uh, carefully.
Yeah.
Um, Sometimes I I feel um, I feel discouraged discouraged
Mm-hmm. So
because
mm-hmm. Because
um, because I feel I don't have enough time for anything. Uh, I I always do everything quickly,
mm-hmm.
and sometimes I feel tired.
Yeah. Okay. I understand. I get it. Wow. Okay. Because I actually yeah I actually don't know what to say right now. So
Okay, it's my life. I
yeah,
just talk to you,
yeah,
and I think we should start our lesson because after me you have a
yeah.
student.
But I will give you another adjective to describe what you are what you are feeling right now.
Yeah.
Overwhelmed. I remember I told you this one before.
Oh well.
Yeah, overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh well.
overwhelmed, which means you feel like you have to do a lot of things at the same time, and sometimes you feel stressed. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Because you have to do a lot of things at the same time. You have so much responsibility to yourself, and sometimes you don't know how to handle it, how to handle them, and that is the reason why you feel a little bit stressed. Yeah, that is all. That is that is something that I can do for you right now. I will give you
Thank.
an adjective to help you describe what you are feeling right now. Okay, but I remember I told you this one before.
Yeah. Yeah. You have ever told
Mhm,
me.
mhm. Okay, so as always, before answering this kind of question for the lesson today, you are going to practice the pronunciation a little bit. Okay, so let's get started with the rest 2 pages of the lesson today.
Yeah. For a lot of you, your parents might have been a driving factor as to what you've chosen or will choose to be, while some may be the epitome of strict parenting, where they try to mold what they want you to become since day one. Asian parents, I'm looking at you. Most are generally content with what you do in life, as long as you don't end up being a bum and amounting to nothing despite the privilege and opportunities available to you, and I can vouch for that. See, both of my parents were born and raised in the third world country of Philippines. They both grew up with 8 or so brothers and sisters, so you can assume wealth and luxury wasn't aspects of their life. But once they were adults, my parents knew they had to leave the country in search of a better life for themselves and their future children. I've mentioned before that I lived in Saudi Arabia for a few years, but that was just a stepping stone for moving to Canada. Actually, my parents were deciding between Canada and Australia, and they chose the former. Can you imagine an oxydomics? Here's my attempt at offending the Australian accent. Crikey, the bum. A bloody good thing, I reckon, mate. Sorry, but yeah, we moved to Canada. And being able to experience the immigration process with them in retrospect, I can appreciate their efforts for seeking a better lifestyle. And I think a lot of second and third generation kids are just unaware of how good we have it. Our parents literally left the homeland of family and friends, left the lifestyle that they grew up with to go to another land where they had to start over. A new and different land where they weren't necessarily familiar with the language and culture, but are willing to adapt for a better life for their children. My parents probably had less than half of the privilege I had growing up. As an adult now, I understood why my parents were so strict towards my sister and I to focus on our studies, because there are way more career opportunities here than there were back in the homeland. It was their way of telling us that if we worked hard enough, they could be successful and live comfortably, not necessarily become rich, but not have to face the struggles of potential poverty as it was back home. So I understood my parents' concerns when I came home with a bad grade on the test, and they were probably like, shit, did we come all the way here for nothing? A little harsh and exaggerated, exaggerated, but I wouldn't blame them if they actually thought that. A little self-awareness for ya who think your parents don't love ya. I mentioned before how my parents kind of discouraged my ambition to become an artist, and how we met halfway when they let me study architecture. It seemed unfair at the time, yes, but I understood their perspective and preconceived notion of the starving artist.
Yeah. Okay, so very good. Yeah, I actually don't need to correct you a lot about your pronunciation, but there are some way to pronounce it so that you can understand easily the native speaker. Like uh, in retrospect, yeah, in retrospect, not retrospect, retrospect,
Retrospect.
yeah, and comfortably, comfortably, yeah, comfortably, comfortably, not comfortably, comfortably,
Com, com,
comfortably,
comfortably,
yeah,
comfortably,
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 Mhm.
comfortably,
Yeah, exaggerated,
exag-
exaggerated, exaggerated.
exaggerated,
Okay.
exaggerated.
Mm-hmm. Also, okay, so now I'm gonna give you a few questions like yesterday. So does the speaker think that all the teachers are qualified?
No,
Hmm?
because he he saw that uh, some teachers do an amazing job,
Hmm.
but but others like to rely on reading mundane overhead
Yeah.
projector.
Hmm. Okay. Uh, so how does the speaker feel about Asian parents?
Um, uh, he feel Asian parents uh, are generally content with what their children do in life,
Hmm.
as long as they don't end up being a bum and amounting to nothing.
Hmm. Okay. So why did the speaker parents leave their homeland?
Um, because his his parent his parents want to change their life, and they want to seek a better lifestyles.
Mhm. Which country is the speaker living in?
Uh, they are living in Canada.
Yeah. What were his parents so strict about?
Uh, they they were strict about their their children's their children's uh, they were strict about their children's um, studies.
Yeah. Okay, you can say, I think it's easier if you answer me like his parents were strict about their studies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. You give me a right answer. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah, don't worry. It's okay. I just give you to make it simple, to make it
Okay.
simpler, to make it simpler. So did the speaker always do great at school?
Now sometimes
Sometimes.
uh, uh, He sometimes he sometimes he came home with a bad grade on a test.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So which major? Okay. So uh, did his parents agree with him to become an artist?
No, his parents want he to become a architect.
Mm-hmm. I don't think so. I don't think his parents want him to become an architecture. Oh, no, I don't think his parents want him to study architecture. So, what do you think about my statements?
Yeah.
So, you said to me like his parents want him to study architecture, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think so.
Maybe I understand wrong about the last content.
Okay, don't believe in me. Don't believe in me. You need to prove. You need to prove your ideas.
Yeah.
I just give my opinion. You need to prove your opinion.
Because he wants to become an artist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And his parents let him study architecture.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, uh, so why doesn't his parents want him to become an artist? Artist.
Because they concerned that that in the future their son will become a starving artist.
Okay, so that's right. Yeah, yeah. That is what I was. That is what I was hoping to hear from you. Mhm. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, because sometimes I know you know the question in advance and you try to follow the lesson, but sometimes I just want to change the way I question you a little bit. Yeah, you're doing great. Don't worry, you are doing really great.
I don't know. Today I feel quite stressed. uh, uh,
Yeah, but I have to admit that there are a lot of vocabularies very useful in this lesson.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I like this lesson.
Mm-hmm. So can you tell me some vocabularies that you like the most here?
I like I say I know more another meaning of some word.
Mm-hmm.
For example, the word content with something. Uh, uh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and or discourage some I know more some words to describe my emotion.
Yeah. Can you tell me some? For example.
Discourage.
I know. Oh, ah,
Dis-
that is a word I heard from the beginning, right?
yeah.
But it's not a right way to tell the vocabulary. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Discourage is a verb.
Discourage.
Yeah. It's not an adjective. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can say, yeah, discourage.
I
You discourage also a verb, also an adjective.
yeah, I
Yeah.
can say that I am feel
Mhm.
bored.
Yeah, but the reason why I misunderstood you at the beginning was because when I see your face, when I saw your face, I can guess your emotion at the time. But discourage is not a way to describe your feeling because when we feel okay, let me show you the way to use discourage. When we feel less confident, less enthusiastic about doing something, that is the time we use discouraged. Yeah. Okay. So for example,
When
when we feel less confident
less confident.
about doing something. Yeah. So for example, if I give you so let's talk about the lesson health that you decided to not learn anymore. Mhm. You remember the lesson about healthcare?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can say something like, I feel a little bit discouraged when I learn some topics related to healthcare. Because you feel less confident about yourself. You feel less confident when you are learning something about healthcare because the lesson is too difficult for you. Yeah. That is the way we use discourage. Yeah. So when we get something which is so difficult, and we feel, and that is the time, that is a moment we feel less confident about ourselves because we don't think we can do that, which means we feel discouraged. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Can you repeat the example?
Uh, so I can say like English learners can feel very discouraged if an exercise is too difficult.
Yeah.
English learners can feel very discouraged if an exercise is too difficult.
Discourage. Discourage is the verb.
We can use as an adjective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But the reason why I misunderstood you at the beginning, because I can feel you. I think that you feel overwhelmed because you have so much responsibility to do, to take care. Yeah. You actually don't feel discouraged. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So remember that is the way we use discourage. Yeah.
Okay.
Mode. Here, mode. That is a good one. Mode. Okay, so let's me give you another question. to answer. Does your parents affect your choices in life?
My parents always trust me, always believe in everything I choose.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as I feel comfortable,
Yeah.
and I feel self-confident
Yeah.
about the thing I choose. And they always support me.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. That is a very good answer. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Do you think it's more important to make a lot of money or to enjoy the job?
Can you repeat?
Mhm. So do you think it is more important to make a lot of money or to enjoy the job, to enjoy your work?
I think both them are important.
Yeah.
But if you had a good job and you enjoy this job, but you earn less money,
Mhm.
it's okay. Because you will earn money and you will feel happy every day, because you can do the job you like. But if you do a job that you don't really like it, however you earn more money, it's okay, but you always feel bored
Yeah.
after you finish a day.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Yeah.
and I think when we look for a job, we should reckon carefully to choose the job that you like and you still earn more money.
Okay. Yeah. So I think it's the end for the lesson today. And if you have any question about something related to vocabularies, or is there anything that you don't understand in this lesson, you can let me know later. But before we finish the lesson today, I'm gonna give you a homework. In that homework, you need to tell me. You need to answer me the question number 4, which is what do you choose between doing what you love and doing what makes good money? Hmm?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay. So the lesson today is very useful. Uh, Especially about the vocabularies. Okay, so I highly recommend you to listen to the video again and try to listen to the video as much as you can, so that you not only practice your listening skill but also learn some vocabularies, which is very useful for you to describe your ideas in the very near future. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So good night, and I'm gonna see
Thank
you
you so
tomorrow.
much. Yeah, see you
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay. So I need to log out and Lọc bát later.
Yes.
Okay.
Happy New Year.
Okay.